I don't know whose theme this is, to be honest. Oh. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. PBW half, starting off with Velvet Plague versus Heartless. Man, they commit to Tommaso Ciampa's old theme song, Icona. And it just reminds me of how good his AEW theme is. Don't get me wrong, his WWE theme was dope, but like, Tommaso's AEW theme is so good. Whoa, whoa. My shadow knows my story. So I found something I think you'll like. Want me to send it to you? I'm worried, but yes. Ugh. Two former sets of women's tag champs going against each other as well. Hang on, did Velvet Plague win the belts? Oh, they did, huh? I forgot that they did. I fucking knew it. I knew what you were going to send me. It's a fucking lesbian. Why would you follow up with Carlito just saying Santos Escobar? I mean, I like that bit too, but why? Also, really good start from Victoria Vesper here for that cutter. He's against Nari, nice moonsault. Oh, if you put them together, it's a fucking lesbian, Santos Escobar. I like that. You're evolving, you are. Oh, moonsault stomp. Also, I know that like Victoria Vesper isn't wearing much, but the jacket is a necessity, trust me. Because without that, she's just kind of in her pants. And bra. And it's just like, well, I knew what I was getting into because I've downloaded her a couple of times by this point, but still. Solid tag move there. Nori tags in Hannah. And all four women have been in this match now. Good clothesline to Lauren. Sorry, good. Lariat! Oh, and it was official as well. We're not Vince, we don't do Braun Bounty matches. I need to see like a men's variant of that. Why did I say that? Also, I was going to say something else, so I can't remember what the fuck it was. Oh yeah, no, it is official. But I'm not sure if it is official. But AJ Styles sort of retired last week? Boxer shorts match, yeah, exactly. That was a good shooting star there from Victoria, but yeah, I don't know if AJ fully retired. I haven't seen the match with Gunther at the Saudi Rumble. Mostly because I didn't want to watch any of the fucking Saudi Rumble. But my favourite wrestler of all time retiring to Gunther is fair, right? I like Gunther a lot. And him being like this career killer, this sort of career killer character, got there in the end, that's fine. In Saudi Arabia, I get it was like 10 years ago that AJ came to WWE, and him going to WWE was what got me to watch wrestling again, like properly. But in Saudi Arabia, dude, you couldn't have even retired him at Mania. Or better yet, you couldn't have had a show in Georgia or something. Come on, WWE. Well, I'm not wasting time with the taunting there. Well, did a taunt, but yeah. That's alright, Mania 42 is... No, Mania 43 is in Saudi. Mania 42 is in Vegas. Same thing. Not fair. Because I ask you this legitimately, right? Is there a wrestling... is there a country that as a wrestling crowd cares less about what they're watching than Saudi Arabia? Because I think that's what makes those cards so bad. Regardless of how good the wrestling is. Regardless of the fact that like Vince is gone now and the Saudi shows don't any longer feel like they're trying to appeal to the prince, right? Because he's just an idiot, you know, because he's just an idiot that wants to bash toys together. Like, never forget when they brought Yokozuna back from the dead, specifically for the Great Royal Rumble. I punched towards blood. The Las Vegas Mini 41 crowd, worst I ever saw. Yeah, that crowd was not on. And that's despite some really good matches on that card as well. Like that men's triple threat, ruled. Women's triple threat, ruled. LA Knight vs Jacob R2, that was solid. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was quick. And that was because they were given Mania over London. Yeah, I know, that was rumoured so heavily. That we were finally going to get WrestleMania, like, in England. And we never got it. In fact, right, I think every WrestleMania, except for a couple that have taken place in Toronto, I think every WrestleMania has taken place in the US. And with the exception of next year as well, which is going to be in Riyadh. Next, Michael Young versus Devin Blades. But fuck, imagine, right? Because, like, I'm not just saying this because I'm from the country. Regardless of, like, what sport I'm watching, if it's UFC, we don't count Blood Money Man, you know. But regardless of what sport I'm watching, if it's, like, UFC or WWE or something, if a huge sporting event takes place in the UK, UK crowds are so fucking hot. Like, they are molten to see, like, this thing happening in front of them because they never get to see it. You know, the only state I know of that cares that much about wrestling is Chicago. Sorry, Illinois. Chicago's one of the main cities. Illinois is, like, the state. But whenever wrestling goes to Chicago, it's always a great time. Whenever it goes to England, it's always a great time. Whenever it goes to France, French crowds are fucking awesome. Puerto Rican crowds, they rule as well. Spanish crowds. German crowds can be fun, too. Australian crowds. I love Australian crowds, man. So much. We could have gone to any of those, and instead we're going to fucking Saudi Arabia for the Rumble this year, like which happened last weekend, and fucking WrestleMania. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't there a pretty good wrestling show in Wembley Stadium back in the 90s called SummerSlam? Which, granted, people only really remember because of Bret Hart and British Bulldog going hard, but yeah. Even the house shows in Liverpool I've been to are bouncing. That sounds fucking cool, man. Fuck. Oh, some water went down the wrong pipe. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Nice gig there. I went to see McBusted in that same arena, also nice. Ugh. Now that I'm done dying... Ugh. I was going to say, I've seen, like, house show footage as well of wrestlers in the UK and, like, wrestling shows in the UK. And even in those cases... Yeah, great crowds, each time. I'm gonna check really quick, actually. Oh, Devin going for big shit here. Off and drop, didn't quite get it. The last time that WWE went to England was for Money in the Bank 2023. They haven't been there in nearly 3 years. And they're not planning to go there this year, which is stupid. A pay-per-view in Liverpool would be a crazy crowd. I was at the inaugural Burning Heart show in Liverpool, and geez, it was fun. Wow, really? Devin just killed Michael, man. Ugh. Ugh. I think even a Wolverhampton crowd would rock. Well, that is pretty close to where I live, because I'm from the Midlands. But, like, whenever you think of, like, wrestling in the Midlands, it depends on which side of the Midlands you're from, because if it's in the West Midlands, it's always in Birmingham. If it's in the East, it's always in Nottingham. Next is Dana Torres vs. Kelly Bison. I wonder if this one's going to be really short. Feels good to not be dying anymore. Well, I'm dying each day, but... Like, it feels good to not be choking on water anymore. A thing helped by the fact that I've drunk all my water now. I mean, short of Progress coming up to the Midlands, I don't think there's like many wrestling companies with name value that are going to come to the Midlands, to be honest. Like, not even in England itself. I guess maybe Progress or Rev Pro. Yeah, Rev Pro. Progress or Rev Pro. Like, those are the two biggest maybes. Oh, they could do a collab and call it Rev Progress. Eh? Get it? Cause yeah. I still find it weird, right? Because I don't think, yeah. So NXT did take over in London, and this was before like takeovers were before like huge WWE pay-per-views, right? In fact, I think it was the last one to not be associated with the pay-per-view before, because like there was a pay-per-view 3 days before. That was TLC, which was in Boston, Massachusetts. And the pay-per-view after was the Royal Rumble, which was in Orlando, Florida. So yeah, take over London. They just had a takeover in London just because. And as someone who was on a takeover match pilgrimage a few years ago, can confirm it was a solid show. And takeover never came back to England after that. I'm so mad. In fact, I don't think since the new NXT started, I don't think there's been a an NXT like special even in England. I think they've all just been in Full Sail. NXT UK died and they said fuck the British. That is true. I mean, besides I would say besides Pretty Deadly and British Strong Style, there hasn't been, like, many super huge success stories to come from that. Maybe Rhea Ripley might be the biggest one? But she was such a staple of, like, main NXT. She really wasn't on NXT UK that much from what I remember. And man, they needed to do more with the grizzled young vets. Nice twist of fate from the top rope. Subculture are killing it on the indie, so I've heard. I like Subculture. Mostly because I'm a huge Mark Andrews fan. Ellie Dragunov, that's true. And I guess Walter / Gunter. Wow, why are all these matches so short? We've had 3 matches, we're not even 20 minutes in. I was going to say grizzled young vets, like, well, I brought them up earlier. I don't think they ever won a title, like, in NXT. Next up, Certainty and Suffering versus Lazarus Takers. I swear if this match is good. Or at least if it's longer than, like, what, 8 minutes? Because I think the first match was the longest, and it wasn't even that long. But yeah, like NXT UK was a promising start thing, and then they just didn't do anything with it. You know, it's like the Cruiserweight Classic. Like, that was one of the best tournaments that WWE have ever put on. And then they just didn't do it ever again. And I'm still baffled about that decision, to be honest. I'm making it clear I had zero part in this War of Fictional Fire I got, I just found out. Yeah, no, that's fair. I did sort of, like, suggest the idea last week. Because, like, I think you mentioned putting Connor in one, I was like, that wouldn't be fair. Or I mentioned it, and I was like, that wouldn't be fair because of, like, I'll capture the crown thing, and I didn't want to do it. It just felt like a bit greedy to have, like, a capture the crown qualifier, and then he loses that, and then War of Attrition qualifier. But, like, I mentioned about Diego maybe getting one, and then, like I said to you earlier, you said put me on Mikey, right? I should probably set up a match for Mikey then. Or maybe neither of us should be in it, I don't know. But yeah, like, Nova DM'd me saying that Nova Matthews and Diego Random had a one-on-one singles match on, like, for proper wrestling and stuff. It's just been, like, usually sparring and shit, and I was like, okay. Yeah, I'll think of something about that, and then they're just put the match together for the main event of PBW. There we go. I didn't do politicking, my mark did, Drew. Oh, strong start there, nice moonsault there from Devon. I mean, I'll call this match in the hopes that it'll actually go longer than 8 minutes. Also, I find it kind of funny because I'm a huge Lauren Osborne mark, and Nova's a huge Diego Ryan mark. Also, Remy is the one with the shorter hair, right? Yeah, yes, okay. I saw the Dream Match comments, and I don't know if you saw it, but Daniel Garcia danced. I did. And me, the creator, hates both Lauren and Diego, despite the much successes they've had. Was Azteca showing a bit of life there? That's the first big thing they landed all match. Result. Still breathing a bit watery, I bet. The curse has only worked on Loza recently. Well, Diego did lose his title last week, so I'd say it's worked on him too. Hard tag. Devon's back in. I think Armando was attempting a hurricanrana, didn't get it. Right to the face. Oh, and I haven't really had a chance to bring it up, but as always with PBW, if you go to the outside, you have a 20 count. No, Diego is just a well-known bitch. It is, like, very unfortunate that, like, his reign started with probably the best ladder match I've ever seen. Sneaky roll there. Like, it starts with the best ladder match I've ever seen. And while his match with Tommy last week was good, it was also Diego's first defense, and I was like, there should have been so much more to that, man. Devon throws Remy to the outside. Also, speaking of Tommy, I did, like, well, not message him this, I did, like, tag him about it, technically, in the PWM main chat. But every title that Tommy Finn has won in my Fed, he has won on weekly shows. That's 4 times he's lost in his first defense out of 6. What are the other 2 then? Because I know one was his second world title run, the other was his international title run. Because his first world title run, he held that belt for a while. So what are the other 2 times he lost in his first defense? Oh, sorry, 4 out of 8, not 6. I misread that. He lost CPW tag titles and another Fed's tag titles. Oh, nice. We'll stop there from Devon Queen. Oh, nasty kicks to the guts. Lariat! But he did get a single defense on his inaugural reign as Rising Champion in MWF. Oh! I think the weird thing about Connor, so he is the, my Connor, like Connor Gates, my wrestler. So he is a 4-time PBW International Champ, right? And he's the first person in my Fed to hold any belt 4 times. And if memory serves, the first 3 times he held it, he lost it in his first defense. His 4th reign was the first one where he started getting any successful title defenses. One of those against the person he beat to get the belt. Solid move there from Los Aztecas. Is Quinn gonna get the hot tag? He does. Michael Locke is in. Oh, hits the boots from Remy. Ooh, kick out. What's your favourite thing about me? You owe me this for initially giving me a heart attack with that statement. Wait, what statement? What did I say? Los Aztecas with their finisher. That's probably going to be it. That was a 1 count. Oh, where you said everything about Connor and Paul's, I meant my Connor. But my favorite thing about you, honestly, is that you're just, like, you're just really fucking nice, you know? You're a really nice person. And you're really funny. Oh, he's bleeding. That's got to be enough. Devin hasn't bothered stopping any of these, and Michael kicks out again. Fair enough. Yeah, you're nice, you're funny. You check up on me quite frequently as well. Not as much as you used to because you're busy with college, and I understand that, but the fact that you've checked in with me as much as you could, like after my cat's passing and like knowing my issues with my mental health, I do appreciate that. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot as a friend. And also, you send me really funny things. And that could have maybe been a pin, but he rolled out. There's no enough of just being chill in this place anymore. And thanks, bud. Yeah. No problem. We need more, like, chill. Especially, like, in this year of all years. Not the ice kind of chill. Not really a big fan of ice. Slippery. Oh, by the way, I only know this because of Deontay DDGA. That was too wholesome. Quick, Rusty, I could fix it. I he's average height. That was all I could think of. But I only know this because of Deontay DDJ, right? Because he covered, like, he's been covering the WWE Unreal season that's been going on. Yeah, get him. And one of the things he posted in it was Becky Lynch posting on, like, TikTok or Instagram or something. Nice pin break up there. She was walking through the ice. This was back when it was, like, super snowy. She was walking through the ice. I think it was still super snowy in America at the time, because that's where she filmed it. She was walking through the ice and nearly slipped on and said, I don't like ice very much. And Deontay sort of, like, agreed with her, like, yeah, and fucking fair to Beck, because I also dislike ice. Those have been a mediocre Pokemon type. How? Why? Why were the kickouts of the tag finishes? At least... Yeah, let me do that in English. At least this match has been quite solid. And he threw a kick and didn't land it and was just going to tag in Michael. Fair enough. Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh, they both went for a move. I thought Michael got turned inside out. Alright, so fuck Diego Ryan. Yeah! Look, I don't watch a lot of DPW's podcasts. That's probably my favourite DPW clip of all time. Mostly for Johnny's yeah! And Tony drinking the beers as well is great. And more if you want them. I've seen a lot of DPW podcast clips because of, like, Bobby posting them a lot, because he has a lot of them, like, just reserved for really good shit posting. Oh. I have ones from TikTok also. Oh, nice. Please let that be the end. Don't kick out, you bitch. You bitch cake. I hope we get a Royalist Rumble return soon as well. Still love the one they did a couple of years ago. Oh, fuck. Where, I think it was the 2K22 or something. Pin break up there. And, Stone Cold Steve Austin, like, 97 got eliminated, and the next person that came in was Stone Cold Steve Austin 2001 or something. And that's the win! I really wanted Los Aztecas to win that match, by the way. Next up is Jay Kirby versus DC Young. I hope you enjoy these, I'll save more for future streams. That was really funny. Here's my question though. Why was Diesel coming to help Big Show? Why was Sin Cara helping Daniel Bryan? My favourite bit was the ref not looking at Sin Cara at all. And also, no matter how many times I hear it, because I don't really watch Deadlock a lot, or ever, but I watch New Legacy, and no matter how many times I hear Duel's voice, I always think that, wait, they didn't ask my permission to join these streams? Oh, by the way, in-game Kevin Nash died after that because of the news. Fair. But like, seriously, since Dubby told me I sound like Duel, I've never been able to get it out of my head. In fact, him telling me that is what got me to start watching, New Legacy in the first place. Yeah, just realised we've had all three members of Heartless on the same night in different matches. Huh. Yeah, like, I'm glad you hear it, because I wasn't sure. I knew of New Legacy at the time. I didn't watch them a lot, or ever. But Dobby told me that I sound like Duel. So yeah, each time I watch a New Legacy video, I'm just like, when did I get an Australian accent? You know? Nice start from DC Young. Yeah, like, I don't blame you blaming Dobby, because I blame him for that. But lockup. We haven't really had many lockups tonight. If it wasn't for those meddling kids, you would have gotten away with it. Oh, steps over. Nice kick. Also, I've really got to go to the bathroom. Kick and the punch. I'll go to the toilet really quick. Well, it might not be really quick because of what I've got to go to the toilet for, but we'll find out. That was a bit gross. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go now. Enjoy the match. I'm gonna go with the assumption that I didn't really miss much. I haven't put my headset back on yet because I was having trouble with my hair while I was in the toilet, so I'll tie it back up. And I'll be doing that while the entrances to the main event play a War of Attrition qualifier between Nerf Matthews and Diego Ryan. As soon as I left, a toucan happened. Oh no. Okay, back. Well, I was back a few moments ago. But my hair's tied back again, and got my headset around my neck, like always. And RFD off, oh yeah. The way I said it just there makes it sound like a really weird, like, fragrance that they tell you. RFD off. Brand new from fucking somewhere. Time to go Jigglypuff mode. What, is he gonna put us to sleep? Oh, that's a joke. Boom, got him. Good stuff from Nova, nice slam. And has a lapel lock on. Easy escape for Diego. Rub walk, drop kick, very clean. Nice counter. Put his face against the rope there. Oh, so choked him on it, really. Oh, spinning back fist. The crowd just shouted, "I love you!" They shouted at Diego, 100%. He's the bicon. Speaking of bi men, a thought just came to my mind, and I think part of it is because I was looking up the other day, because of, I was around, he's the handsome boy, he is. I was looking up, like, you know, best and worst gimmicks in the Wrestling Observer, like, voted by year, and I just remembered that Orlando Jordan won it once, and his gimmick was that he was a wrestler that was also bisexual. And to be fair, that's not really much of a gimmick. Like, I wasn't watching wrestling, like, properly at the time, so I don't know how they played into that gimmick. But, like, I like to imagine it was something as mundane as, oh, Orlando Jordan's just a boring wrestler anyway, but also he likes men and women, you know? Also, it's not really much of a gimmick, because, like, the real-life Orlando Jordan is bi. Oh, nice elbow. I forgot War of Attrition qualifies a false count anyway, yeah. It's for this, Sean. That didn't look like Nova landed anything there. I think it was supposed to be a leg drop to the back of the head, but it didn't look like it landed at all. Diego's double fucked. Nice counter. Oh, nice counter there. We're right into the steps. I almost said ladder like a fool. Oh, nice Meteora there. I remember, like, a few weeks ago as well, I came across a list of, like, from Mod Culture, it was like a list of their ranked, like, worst gimmicks or something. No, it wasn't worst gimmicks, it was most disgusting promotional tactic. I think what won number one was Over the Limit in 1999, continuing after Owen Hart died. And to be fair, yeah. Like, you look back at worst gimmick back then, and compare it to how it is now. Oh, nice elbow. And you just sort of wonder, like, is it more just due to just how silly it is? Or is it because it actually offends someone so much that they said it was the worst? Like, I loved the Maximum Male Models thing in 2022. That was voted worst gimmick in that year. Also, House Call. No, never fixed that. But, like, yeah, it was kind of goofy. But who cares? It was fun. Nova bleeding. Kamigoye from Diego. Ace of the deck. I just had to swallow down a bit of vomit. Not because of the match, but it's just well done to Diego. Diego making students bleed buckets is probably accurate. But yeah, he is in Le War of Attrition. I swear, fucking God, you Pink Panther don't win. Imagine if he wins the War of Attrition match now. Don't win. No, win. Give me the chaos. I need the chaos. Anyway, that'll about do it for the Go Home Show. I'll see you all next week, live from... Where is it? I can't remember where the show is. I think it's Richmond, Virginia. It is! I'll see you all next week live from Richmond, Virginia for Cutting Edge. That was me saying for Cutting Edge, not fuck Cutting Edge. For Cutting Edge. See you all next week. As always, thank you for watching. You're awesome. Have a pleasant rest of your day.